Hello, it's me again, Joni Love. I'm going to be making popcorn in a paper bag in the microwave this time. After eating some more of that batch I did on the pot on the stove with oil, the kernels were really hard, not pleasant to chew at all. I thought maybe it was because it was yellow popcorn, where I'm used to eating white, but I did a batch later this microwave way, and it was much better. So I guess I'm happy to say that the easier method ended up tasting better, at least for me. Yeah, it was my first day at my seasonal job today, and of course I woke up early with just, I don't know, either super bad allergies or some kind of head cold, so it wasn't really that pleasant getting trained and being all sniffly, and yeah. And I took every kind of allergy medicine. I took, the generic Claritin, I took Benadryl, I took Sudafed, and just nothing. So after I make this popcorn, I'm going to make some soup, and then see if I have any Theraflu or anything like that. They changed their formulation, and I don't like the new formulation, but if I have something, I'm going to use it, whatever it is. Maybe some tea, some echinacea tea. So the way I'm doing this, it's the same popcorn, same yellow popcorn. And I will say with the yellow popcorn, I have to use more butter. It seems like it takes a lot more butter to really get it to where you can actually taste the butter in there. So, and I mentioned before, my sister got me all this stuff. Very nice. Super grateful for that. Otherwise, I'd not be having any snacks. So I got the big bags, and they're a little too tall for the microwave, so I'm just cutting part of it off, and then I'll fold it over. So I'm gonna cut that off to the right height for my microwave. And I tried a couple different ways. I used 1/4 of a cup and 1/3 of the cup, and it seems like either way there's the same amount of unpopped kernels in there, so I'm going to go with the larger measurement so that there's more popcorn, and then I'll just make more. So just pour it in there, and I kind of shake it up, make sure it's kind of even in there, and then you need to fold your bag down. So I just do like a little 1 fold and then a little 2 fold, and it is going to open up a little bit once it starts filling up with popcorn, and that's fine. And I first tried 2.5 minutes. That was a little too long. I think 2 minutes might be enough, but I set it for 2:15, and we're going to see how that goes. I'm going to let it pop. And then once, kind of like with regular microwave popcorn, once it slows down to like, I guess you can experiment on your own microwave, but anywhere between like 1 and 2 or 3 seconds between pops, pull it out. I'd rather have unpopped kernels than burnt popcorn in there. So, man, this is, oof. I gotta go back again tomorrow. My sister will be training me tomorrow though, so it'll be a little less awkward with this whole, of course I don't want to get hurt, I don't want to get anybody sick. Usually when this happens it's allergies, but it seems a little too late for allergies right now, and I have been going places, which normally I'm just here by myself, so I've definitely been around more people. I don't recall being around anybody who sounded really sick, but that time of year. Okay, so it's starting to pop. We've got about 1:15, so about a minute in, start popping. And I'm gonna salt it and butter it, but I think I'm gonna pour it in a big bowl and melt my butter later. I'm gonna have my soup first, so then if I even feel like it, then I'll eat this. Otherwise, I'll save it for another day. It's really getting going now. All right, we got about 30 attention to the pops slowing down. And yeah, I think that's getting to where, and of course you want to be careful because it might still be popping, and same thing with like regular microwave popcorn. There might be some really hot steam, so you know, be extra cautious and point that away from yourself. Okay, interesting. The top flap is kind of wet, so there must be some moisture in here. That hadn't happened before the last couple of batches I did. So that's weird. I don't have my big bowl handy, but I'll pour some in here just to show you how it turned out. Actually, I'm gonna salt it a little first. Seems like it sticks better when it's hot. Yeah, I was very skeptical of this method, but it's way better than I expected. Yeah, nice and fluffy. Alright, I'll see you guys next time, and hope you're all feeling well and doing okay out there. Soup time.